Hello everyone! Artemir the Violet Wizard here, and today we're continuing Stardew Valley. Last time we finished up everything we could do during our first sessions in spring, and we moved on to the second season of the year, summer. A lot of things have opened up to us, so this is going to be a very interesting beginning to this season. We definitely have a lot of stuff to go over, and I'm gonna try to keep high energy throughout all this, but I don't know, I may start to get a little tired because of some medical things. We'll elaborate more on that as we go forward. But let's just start off by going right into this new season. It'll be clear and sunny all day, as you'd expect from this season. Living off the land, summer's here, along with a whole slew of new crops to plant. Take hops, for example. The vines take a while to grow, but once they're mature, they can be harvested every day. Good luck. That is definitely something to keep in mind. So whenever you start a new season, any of your plants that are incapable of growing in that season will die off. So just want to get rid of all of the bad plants with your scythe. Let's get off one crow. Yeah, you definitely served us well, buddy. So got a good idea what I'm gonna do for this here. So I feel like for this season, we're going to dedicate this section up here to our farm. Oh, that'd be nice. I want to move the silo in a bit, depending on how things go. We already got our friend Robin working on our next farm building, which is the barn. Which will be very good. It'll be very nice once we have that all set up. Let's go check on our chicken, Sesame. She's doing very well. Sometime soon, I'll definitely want to buy a second chicken, specifically a brown one, because those will be very important going forward. Hey, kitty. See you there. It's kind of funny just mentioning the cat there, because I actually got to see my mom's cat yesterday when I was just out of town doing some things that I'll be discussing later. For the time being, oh boy, we got a lot to cover, as this is going to be an interesting season. For a variety of ways, it's going to be a lot of stuff we'll be able to do. Let's move our scarecrow over there for the time being. It's definitely something I want to do is get another... I want to get another furnace built, which will make smelting very... well, be a lot more comfortable for me to get this done. I think for the time being, we don't need any more copper ore, so I guess we can get started on smelting a bit more of that. Going forward, we're not going to need too much copper. I highly recommend building up your iron supply by going into the mine. For this stuff we gotta do, yeah, we gotta upgrade the axe. We have enough money for that, but I'm gonna save that for a little bit because I want to spend money on crops. Because, yeah, we got ourselves a brand new season. And as you can tell, like, a lot of the visuals in town have changed significantly with the new season. Like, everything is a lot more brighter. So, you can just tell from all the plants just how everything has changed. Every season has its own unique feel to it, which I think definitely helps make each different section of the game really come to life in terms of personality and stuff. And already here we can see one of the new birthdays coming up in this month. We got Jazz coming up. We should easily be able to get a gift for her. I feel like she is pretty easy to get presents for. Specifically for Jazz, the best presents you can give her are found in fall, so we're not going to be able to really do that going forward. But, as we saw earlier, we picked our first summer flower, Sweet Pea. I'm pretty sure everyone likes sweet peas, so you can easily give them to people as a gift. I'm getting some supplies for the saloon. Pierre's got the good stuff. Yes, he does. We can always count on Pierre. So got a lot of new plants going forward. Definitely a lot I can recommend going forward. So all the seeds that were previously available in the spring are now gone. We only have access to summer seeds. Melon seeds, we should have some of those back at the farm, so I'm going to hold off on those for the time being just because they're expensive. Buy a couple tomato plants, and what I definitely want are blueberries. These are probably the most lucrative crop you can get in this season. They take a long time in order to produce fruit, but that can be fixed by using certain fertilizer, and once they're fully mature, they give very good harvest, so I highly recommend those. Definitely want to grab some peppers, because those will be good for some presents going forward. And we'll buy a couple wheat. So wheat is unique in that it is a crop that is able to be grown in 2 seasons. In this case, it can be grown in summer and fall. So we have a lot of opportunities to grow wheat. I definitely recommend growing it as it's useful for quite a few things. And it's very cheap, so you can definitely afford it. We'll grab some radishes as well. It's a very simple plant. And we got some flowers here. Flowers really aren't too important for things going forward. With the exception of one major thing that is coming up relatively soon. I'll buy a few spangle seeds, and we'll grab 3 poppies. Alright, now what we really want to get is the hop starter. They take a while for these things to grow, but they will produce a lot of good stuff that's useful for a few things. Namely, I want to grab these in order to fulfill a quest we're going to be doing later on. Now we got corn. This, like wheat, is another crop that can be grown in 2 seasons. So we can get these grown in the summer, and they will last us until the end of fall. Very good. I definitely recommend picking a bunch of those. And since we have just enough money for it, we'll buy some sunflower seeds. And I'll buy a grass starter for the chicken. Sunflower seeds, just like corn and wheat, can be grown in summer and fall. And definitely recommend picking these among the flowers, because they are a very good gift that you can give to people. Specifically, if you're looking to romance Haley, she really loves sunflowers, so I definitely recommend holding on to a few of those, and then when her birthday comes around, giving them to her. It's a little awkward because her birthday is in the spring, I believe, but, you know. Wait, you don't go there, buddy. Alright, we got all of our crops, and with our tools that we upgraded in the last sessions, we will have pretty much everything we need to get started on our operations here. So, let's get planting. With our upgraded hoe, we're able to cover a lot more ground by this point, which will be very nice. Alright, let's grab some fertilizer as well. Speed grow will definitely be useful for a few things. Got these melon seeds will be very nice. And want to grab mixed seeds, those are good. The starfruit seed we got before will be nice, but we have a full inventory right now. Okay, as long as we have... yeah, we should still be good. Let's put this sweet pea away since we don't really need that right now. We're mainly going to be focusing on farming. And yeah, we'll put the clay away in here. Alright, we got all the seeds we need, so... yeah, we should be good. Let's grab some of this sap so we can make that into basic fertilizer. Because for some of these crops, we are definitely going to want to make some high-quality things, specifically for melons. Because we remember from the community center, we need 5 high-quality melons. So definitely want to focus on that. Alright, tomato seeds, we don't really need to give those the speed grow. There's a couple of these there. Then we'll do blueberries. Definitely want to put the speed grow on the blueberries. They take a long time to grow. The peppers are very quick. So you take like no time at all to grow the peppers. Right, so we'll put the hops here. So the hops will be unique in that they have these things on them that will just kind of keep you from moving past them, unlike some of the other plants we have. And we'll plant some puppies, which is very fitting considering that I've been playing just so much Xenoblade 2 lately, so I definitely have Poppy on my mind. Okay, so... got our radishes and our sunflower down. So just need to plant our melons and the mixed seeds. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm a little quiet right now. I'm just a little bit tired from how things have been lately. And especially seeing as how this is the last big day of the year, then I'll definitely want just some time to relax. Alright, so basic fertilizer I want to put on our melon seeds, which are the big white ones, as you can see. Alright, it's all planted, so let's get watering. Alright, that'll be very nice. So I don't really know if walking on seeds affects their growth at all. It kind of seems to me like that would be a bad thing, but I don't know. Whenever I play it, it doesn't seem to affect anything, so shouldn't be a problem at all. So going forward, there's probably some other things we're going to want to craft that will make doing things around the farm a little easier. Yeah, with this position, the Scarecrow should be able to guard everything here. Alright, let's put our grass starter. Worried that our chicken will just immediately eat this. Right, so by putting the grass there, that'll be something that our chicken will eat, and they'll be much happier eating that than they would just by eating regular hay. Alright, we got all our plants in place, so we'll be making a very lucrative harvest from those in the future. So I'm thinking one of the other things we could do before the end of this session, well, before the end of this day, just kind of go around and see if we can find a lot of different things to forage. Ooh, that already is very good. So last time we got the cave set up so we'd be able to grow mushrooms, and we already got quite a few things here. Common mushrooms are something that you would normally find in the wild during autumn, but because we have the cave set up for mushrooms, we're able to get these very early. Red mushrooms you normally be able to find either in the forest or in caves, but we are able to get that very easily. And these are both things we want to give to the community center. So I'm going to quickly look at the various things we need. We can put the winter root in. We've got the sweet pea. Yeah, we still need to put wood and stone in there for later. Definitely focus on that in a bit, but for the time being, yeah. Let's go out into the wilderness and see if we can find a few different things we can forage. Because there's definitely quite a few things that have changed. Like, all the foraging items you normally be able to find in spring aren't available. Pretty much a lot of stuff has changed. In terms of foraging, farming, and with fishing, you don't have to worry about the mines changing with the seasons, because the different floors you find will all be the same. So right there we got a spice berry. That's one of the new forage things we can get. If we want to clear out all this space. Let's give us more room for items to spawn. There's another sweet pea. Again, that's a good gift for people. I might just give one of those to Jazz, since I'm probably not going to get one of her favorite items before Thursday. So while we're just kind of out here looking for stuff, something I want to say is, so I've been saying that I've been feeling kind of tired lately, because yesterday I was taken by my mom to a pharmacy in order to get my booster shot for COVID. So I'm feeling pretty good about that, all things considered. Still a little tired, and my arm is still pretty sore, but I don't know. Feeling a lot better than I used to feel during the other events, and I don't know, I just feel pretty good right now. Hey, buddy. Take that. This for me? Marvelous. So, yeah, I'm very thankful that I got my booster. It's definitely been a long time coming, especially with how things have been during this pandemic. Oh, I don't want you to take that. I have nothing I really want to give you right now, Leia. Which is sad. So I'm pretty sure I've never romanced Leia, so she is a viable candidate. Yeah, I'm thankful that I got my booster, so I don't really have to worry about it. I am pretty solid when it comes to being immunized from COVID, so I shouldn't have to worry too much going forward. I mean, I still have to work during this whole thing, and I've definitely been seeing a lot of people come and go in my store that have just been not the best when it comes to following proper safety and all that, but it's just what we have to deal with. So let's go drop a couple things off at the community center. Then we can go looking for some more forage items. Yeah, we're not going to see a really lucrative boost to our wealth for the time being, but with all those plants that we have grown, we should have things will be getting a bit better. That's what we need. Yeah, we're going to need to take you over here to the crafts room, I believe. Red mushroom can go in here. Just need one more thing to fill up this section, which is definitely good. Foraging, summer foraging. So we'll put our spice berry and our sweet pea in there. So one other thing we're able to get here, we'll definitely have to look out for that. And then if we go into winter foraging, we can put the winter root in there. Now, something that we will be able to get during winter more easily, but we're able to find it in the caves in certain floors, which I find very helpful. Just a nice way to reward you for putting in the effort to explore a bit. And the common mushroom is a fall foraging item, so we're able to get that pretty early thanks to setting up the farm cave. Yeah, it's very interesting looking at this game, just a lot of the different things you're able to specialize your farms in, and a lot of the different routes you can take with it, whether you're focusing on harvesting crops or having a lot of animals, focusing mainly on mining or fishing. There's a lot of different play styles you can have with Stardew, which makes me very thankful that the game is built like this. Oh, hey there, Sebastian. How's it going? Everyone's so happy in the sun. I don't get it. You would say that, wouldn't you? Nah, I don't mean to dunk on Sebastian. He's pretty fine, all things considered. So yeah, another thing I want to talk about, given that it is the end of the year coming up, I'll definitely go over it soon, but seeing as how it's already pretty late into this day, I'm kind of going to save it for when I have another task I want to do. Let's just harvest a few things. Alright, we should be just about done. Still a lot of space we need to clear out on the farm. Definitely get to that eventually. A lot of space means more place for crops and buildings. Alright, sell these. Then we'll put the rest away. Alright, so any ore we need to do. And now we're fine with that. Alright, let's move on to the second day. Just made a little bit of money from what little farming and foraging we're able to do. Trust me, we'll definitely be making some really good money going forward. This is definitely one of the most lucrative seasons for making money. It's going to be clear and sunny all day. Alright. It's interesting that we have this song playing now. I don't know what it is, but this song always just puts me in an interesting mood. It's got some more pine tar there. So I think... yeah, we should put that in the bin just so that we have it in the collection. Hayden, really glad you're becoming part of our community. I've enclosed a 500G check from the Stardew Valley Agricultural Fund to help you continue your good work. Maybe you can buy more seeds with it. Sincerely, Mr. Lewis. That's very nice of him doing that for us. We got our little chicken Sesame out now. So yeah, she's just enjoying the sun right now, as is our other furry friend. Yeah, very soon we should be getting a couple more animals to liven things up here. Definitely like the upgraded watering can. It's really helping out at watering these crops. There we go. Everything is looking pretty good right now. So after you will harvest the mushrooms in the cave... oh, I thought that was going to wait a while. So we got something really good there. Chanterelle. Gives a lot of energy and health. I don't think we need that for the community center. Or B. No. But that's still a very nice mushroom. Probably want to hold on to these for a bit later, because they'll be helpful for crafting something that in the future will be really good. But for now, I'm just going to sell these because we could use the extra money. Because we're going to need another tool upgrade to make sure that our axe will be able to clear out a couple things going forward. Now, thinking about some of the things we need to craft among other things. So we still got some vegetables being pickled right now. It's going to take a while. Alright, how about we go see if there's any daily task for us to do around town. And if there isn't anything, we'll probably go do some fishing. Because there are a lot of new fish that have come in this season. I definitely want to catch some of them. They'll be important for a variety of ways, either to make money or to fill up our... to fill up the community center. Need sunfish to dry for next winter, Linus. Alright, that's definitely good. Hey there, Maru. Sebastian's my half-brother, if you didn't know already. We look totally different. Yeah, I'll say. So, as I said before, Sebastian's father and Robin are divorced, and Robin has since married Demetrius, who is the father of Maru. And I just really liked about this game how they have this multi-racial old couple in the game. It's just very nice. Definitely makes the world feel more... Oh... was wondering when I would run into one of those. So, kind of interrupting my tangent about race there, but we got a very good thing there. The Ancient Seed. Definitely want to donate this to Gunfer. This is a very good thing you want to donate. So the Ancient Seed, if we put in there, gives us a very special reward. This allows us to get Ancient Seeds. And we get the Ancient Seed recipe. And we got a painting. Probably missed that from one of the other bundles we could have had. So yeah, the Ancient Seed. Could these still grow? This is one of the best crops you can obtain in the game. So Ancient Seeds can be found in a variety of ways. You can get them very rarely from fishing. You can find them very rarely in the mines or by just by clearing away plants. So they are a very elusive crop to find, but once you find the seed, you are pretty much good to start growing them. It takes a while for them to fully mature, but once they do, they will provide you with a very, very good... They have one of the best crops you can grow in the game. And what's nice is that they can be grown in any season, as it doesn't specifically say that they have to be grown in a specific one, which is nice. So you pretty much do whatever you want with it. Hey Linus, I got the fish you wanted. Hey, you brought me the item I asked for. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Here's what I owe you. It's got a little bit of money from Linus. Kinda curious how Linus was able to acquire money considering the way that he lives. But that's not important now. Ooh, that is good. That is the last foraging item we can get this season. Grapes. There is another way we can obtain grapes in the game, but for the time being, this is how we are meant to grab them. So how about we plant our thing here? Ooh, the pickles are ready. It's got pickled green bean. That'll definitely be helpful. So, the pickled items, much like the jam, is just a nice way in order to maximize returns on any crops you grow. Specifically, you pickle vegetables, and then you jam fruit. So I think overall you'll want to mainly focus on fruit out of these specific things. Because, well, for one thing, we don't have to donate pickles like we would with the jam. So there's one thing. But you get some good money from that compared to the other things. And what's also nice if you're looking to romance Harvey, Harvey really likes pickles, so I can definitely recommend giving those to him. How about I put some fertilizer on our ancient seed? Just see if we can maximize our profits from this crop. Alright, let's go donate the grape, then we can try to get a bit more fishing in, because there's a lot we can catch this season. Especially right now. So there's a certain time frame you're able to get a lot of special fish, like some can only be found at night, some can be found in the morning, and there are some you can find midday, and especially one of the things we can get in this time frame between 12 and 4:30, I want to say, is when you can get something very good that we'll definitely want to look out for. Alright, so by donating all of the summer foraging items, we're able to get summer seeds, which is very nice. And we have a new section of the community center open to us. The bulletin board. Our reward is friendship. This is what I consider the most complicated of the different community center missions in order to get complete. We have a bunch of different bundles here, and they have some very interesting requirements for us. The chef's bundle, we have to grab a bunch of different things, especially some things that are going to take a while for us to get. The fodder bundle, which isn't too bad to get, all things considered. The enchanter's bundle, we're not going to get most of these until much later on. The field research bundle, which should be interesting to get overall. And the dye bundle. A couple things we can get easily, and then some other things that we're not going to be able to get. Namely this, red cabbage. I'm not going to go into it just yet, but this is a crop that you're not going to be able to grow the first... you're not going to be able to grow this crop in the first year of the game. So, chances are you're not going to be able to fully complete the community center on your first year unless you get really lucky with the traveling merchant. Which is certainly something. But yeah, that's definitely the most complicated of the missions that we have to get done. We'll definitely be working on it, but I'm not making it a huge goal in order to get the community center done during this first year of our stream sessions. Maybe sometime we will be completing it, but we're definitely not going to focus on that during this part of our sessions. And of course, those are the bulletin board missions you get normally. If you were to change up the selection of the boards, you could end up with quite a few interesting bundles, I want to say. There'll definitely be some missions you can get that will give you items that you wouldn't normally be able to... well, there's just a lot of interesting new missions. So I got a red mullet there. Oof, as you can see there, that one has a purple star instead of a silver or gold one. So that is an iridium ranked item. Basically, it is even better than gold and is pretty much the max value you can get from that certain item. So very lucky we're able to get a red mullet of that quality. Okay, it's now past 4:30, so I think we're not going to be able to get the one thing I really wanted to catch today. But at the very least, we can make this a fishing day and see the different things we can catch. So we got another max quality red mullet. Oh boy, that is something. While we're just chilling and fishing here, what's some other things we can discuss? So, I have been working on a few drawings lately. So one thing that I just got done coloring, for the most part, I'm probably going to do a couple more touch-ups to it, but I am very looking forward to getting this done, because it's going to be a present for a friend of mine, and just be very nice to get back to him. It's got an amphibian fossil. See if we can get to the museum in time. I doubt it. It's already 5:30, so we're probably not going to make it. There's Haley over there. Don't care. It's almost there. Almost there. We made it. Gunfer, I have another donation. So there we go, that's another thing donated. So how about we do some fishing in the town river now? Because there's some other things we can catch here. So probably want to look over some of the things we can catch. Some of the various things we need to catch for the bundles, just so I want to make sure. Ooh, pike. I believe that's a fish we haven't gotten yet. The pike is an interesting freshwater fish. Namely that you can sell them for a good chunk of money, but they are much harder to catch than the other ones, so they will thrash about on the catching screen a lot more than other types of fish. Ooh, there we got a rainbow trout. I believe that's one of the new fish that can be caught in summer. I don't believe we need that for any bundles. No, just a good fish to catch overall. So yeah, besides that drawing, I've also just been kind of doing some sketchings of some characters from a series I like. Be very excited to get that finished up. Yeah, just something I've been casually working on since yesterday. Nothing really major, just something that I feel really good about doing, you know? There's a bunch of other stuff that I'm also thinking about drawing, especially with the new year. And definitely be a good time just to really buckle down and improve my art style, because as an artist, I feel very passionately about the things I draw, and I'm always striving to perfect whatever it is that I am doing, and trying to evolve my art style with time. Definitely try to test my limits and break some boundaries. So it'll definitely be nice to see the various things we draw going forward. Especially with how things have been lately. Like, this past year has been one of my best years when it comes to art. Like, a lot of the things that I have drawn this year have gotten not only over 100 favorites on DeviantArt, but also one specific thing I drew got over 200 favorites, and I'm just so freaking thankful for the people who look at the things that I draw and say, oh, this This is beautiful. And it just really tugs on my heartstrings knowing that so many people just really appreciate something that I created. It just really makes me feel good being an artist, being able to share something with others. Especially if it's something I am passionate about, like a lot of the Pokemon fan art that I draw and my various original characters. It'll be very interesting to see the other stuff that I do going forward, because had some ideas for stuff I wanted to draw, just never had a whole lot of motivation to get started, but we'll see. I definitely want to focus on a couple things going forward. It'd definitely be fun to do that. The inventory is already almost full. Definitely going forward, one of my goals is to get the... what I definitely want to do is get the next inventory upgrade. Because that'll just give us a lot more spaces in our inventory. We'll just have some very good storage, be able to hold a lot more items. It'll be good. There we go. So that is going to do it. We are almost out of energy, and it's getting late. So let's turn in all this stuff we caught. Try to convert some of these trash items into something usable. And also want to focus on... I don't know. What am I going to do going forward? Because like my main plan that I want to do is to upgrade the axe, as that'll be very helpful for something I want to do. Yeah, we'll sell that topaz. We need the money. Alright, we got all these trash items and some coal. Alright, put the summer seeds in there for later. Those would be nice just to casually grow as we are handling things going forward. Alright, we should be getting the barn set up for tomorrow. It'd be very nice to have the barn. Okay, I'm fine with turning in now. Oh, the spreading weeds have caused damage to your farm. If that comes up, that mainly means, like, weeds have affected your pathways and stuff. Oh boy, we already got a very good harvest from our fish, thanks to the perk we got from our upgrading our fishing skill. Yeah, we got a lot of money from that, especially from those pike we were catching. Oh boy. So yeah, we definitely made a lot of good money. We'll be able to upgrade our axe. There was an earthquake during the night. So yeah, that was what the rumble thing that was happening was referring to. We'll definitely be looking into that going forward. Would you look at that? We finally got the barn. I'll probably want to move that since it's kind of covering some stuff. Ooh, that's good. We need oak resin for one of our bundles. Let's definitely hold on to that. Check this letter. Greetings, Hayden. It's a pleasure to inform you that your farm will be featured in next week's up-and-coming column of the Stardew Valley Tribune. Congratulations. We're impressed with your quick progress. It's very nice. Hayden, this is embarrassing. I lost my lucky purple shorts. I'm telling you because I think I can trust you. If you find them, bring them back to me discreetly. I'll pay well. Thanks, Mayor Lewis. So we got ourselves another mission for us. This is an interesting one, definitely. It's not going to go too much into it, but Oh boy, this mission. It's the first time I did this. It definitely took me a long time to figure out what you were supposed to do for this mission, and we'll definitely be seeing what this entails going forward. Just want to say, for this mission, I highly recommend that you start leveling up your friendship rating with Marnie, because that's going to be very important if we're going to complete this mission. You're probably wondering what Marnie has to do with the mayor's shorts. We'll be finding out soon. Ooh, already we got a harvest on mushrooms. And that moral we got is something I want. Sought after for its unique nutty flavor. That is a good one. We definitely need that for the bundles. Oh! Is that... I think it was a newspaper we put in there. We were able to craft that into cloth. That is a very good artisan good. Especially because it's something we need for the community center. Very happy we're able to get that. Really goes to show, keep your garbage items because you can make them into something really good. Alright, I want to check and see what the actual damage they did. Okay, yeah, I see. See, yeah, a weed sprung up here and just kind of destroyed our path there. No biggie, we can easily replace that. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff we can donate to the community center now, which is very good. Definitely a nice way to start off this day with just a lot of donations we can make. Alright, now that we got the barn, I want to quickly look in here, and you can see it's definitely a lot bigger than the coop, and just like the coop, it has an area that we can place down hay for some of our furry residents. Let's put those guys in there. So yeah, definitely want to try to move the barn. Actually, go pay a visit to... Yeah, we'll pay a visit to Robin and see if we could move it, because I really don't like its position there. So I was actually thinking of putting it somewhere else, but I couldn't do it at the time because of because we didn't have a good upgrade to the axe that I wanted. But yeah, we'll definitely check in with Robin about that. Let's head into the community center and donate all these items that we need. So first off, we'll go to the bulletin board, and we'll put the oak resin in the enchanter's bundle. Then we're going to head all the way over here. And put the moral with exotic foraging. I am very happy we were able to get this one done very early. For that, we get Autumn's Bounty. That is definitely a good cooking thing there. Alright, we're almost done the crafts room, which is nice. And for completing that, we've unlocked a new section of the community center. I don't know, that doesn't look very safe to me. Alright, we'll put the cloth in with the artisan bundle. And it's really good. That is an item you wouldn't normally be able to obtain until you get certain animals on the farm. So I'm definitely very happy about that. So go over here. We can check this. We have the vault. Let's go look here at the various missions we have to do. All we have to do is donate money. Yeah, don't ask me why the Janimos need money. But if we do this, this repairs the bus. I highly recommend getting the vault finished as soon as you can. I definitely need to spend my money on a couple other things, but if you're not really strapped for cash, I highly recommend making those donations to the vault, because you'll want the bus repaired as soon as you can. It opens up a bunch of new stuff you're able to do in the game if you're able to do that. So yeah, can't recommend it enough. You definitely want to do that. Alright, before I forget, I want to grab some copper. What I definitely want to do is take off one of these tappers. I'll take off the oak resin one, and we'll put you there on that maple tree so that we can harvest the good stuff we get from you. Omnibus Bounty, you can go in there for now. Definitely want to set up another chest for some of our collectibles, because definitely have a lot of things that we could definitely part with going forward. So is there something that we could make? We could pickle some parsnips. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I forgot to grow the star fruit. That we'll definitely want to do. Let's put the speed grow on that, so we don't have to wait too much time for this one. So, yep, that is another plant we need to take care of. So I said before, starfruit is a plant that you're not able to obtain very easily until a bit later, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. What's that? Aquamarine we're going to need to bring to the bundle. And thinking about some other stuff, we'll definitely want to check out the mines coming up, because there's some stuff we need to grab there, and also we want to see if we can get a bit deeper into the mines. Yeah, we'll definitely do that, but for now, I just want to get my axe upgraded. Then probably the next thing I'll want to do is see if we can add a couple more animals to the farm now that we got our barn and we still have room in the coop. Yeah, definitely some good ideas to do. Alright, Clint. I have a copper axe that needs upgrading. I should have gotten this done sooner, considering the things this unlocks, but, you know. But yeah, on topic of that, I highly recommend upgrading your axe even further before the end of this season, because you're going to need a higher quality axe in order to upgrade a lot more of the map. And especially going forward, I definitely recommend grabbing some more wood for something we can do on the beach, because we'll want to open up the beach a bit more before the end of this season as well. As I said before, a lot of the game opens up once you get into summer, and I really like that. So hey there, buddy. Should take that sweet pea. Just improve our rating with you. Definitely interesting because our rating with you is pretty good at this point. So I'm thinking that sometime in the future, I want to check in on Linus and see what we're able to get with him. So we can definitely get some good rewards. Ooh, so we got a new enemy here that can be found on these floors. The Ghost. This is a very unique enemy. They just kind of float at you slowly. They go into walls, which is kind of annoying. You have to wait for them to get back to you. But definitely recommend trying to get these guys, because they can drop a lot of good rewards. It's one of the ways you're able to obtain ghost fish, which is quite interesting. But we also got solar essence. That is a very important thing that I highly recommend picking up. So the earliest point you can get solar essence is on these floors from killing ghosts. Once you're able to get that, it is fairly easy to try to accumulate solar essence, but it's going to be useful for quite a few things going forward. So I highly recommend getting as much as you can. Come here, Ghosty. Just kind of wait for this guy to come around while we're also dealing with other things here. Like this little silver slime. Alright, got some refined quartz and more solar essence from him. Very good. Some more coal. Ow. You guys get back! So, I guess something else I could talk about just based on other games I've been playing lately, so... Now, in one of the Discord servers I'm in, we set up a Minecraft Realm server so that we could play together and do a bunch of stuff. So we're going to be moving our operations into another server going forward. So we'll be setting up a new Minecraft world that we'll be able to get to explore and enjoy playing, which is going to be fairly interesting. Definitely be nice to get another fresh experience with the game. Just because Minecraft is one of those games you can just easily get into, just so easily, and just have a bunch of different experiences in the various worlds you can create. Like, there's a reason Minecraft is so dang popular. There's just so much you're able to do with it, and pretty much everyone can make different experiences with it, with the different things they want to do. Ooh, we got a spare aquamarine. Definitely want to take that to the community center. Ooh, and we got an amethyst. That'll make a good gift for Abigail. We're on floor 55. Is there anything else we can find on this floor before we head back? Definitely a lot of these dust mites. Ooh. I want to clear up some space in my inventory for that. We can get rid of that, sure. So this is an interesting plant. Coffee bean. We can plant it in the spring or summer to grow a coffee plant. So coffee beans, much like the ancient seed, are kind of hard to come by. But if you're able to find one, you'll definitely want to hold on to this. Try to grow coffee plants, as their resources will be very handy going forward. Ooh, that guy dropped something really good. I want that. What could we drop? We got so much good stuff right now. Guess we could part with a stone. So we got a crystal fruit. That's something we normally wouldn't be able to find until winter. But because we're on this floor of the mine, we are able to get it. Alright. We have a full inventory. We should definitely head back. Alright, let's go to the community center and deposit a bunch of this treasure we got. Should be nice to see the various things we're able to acquire. I guess while we're doing this, something I could say is... one of the things I definitely like is the atmosphere of this game. Like, a lot of the music definitely fits the seasons. And sometimes it doesn't play any music at all, just lets the natural ambience of wherever you are playing in just speak for itself. And I definitely like that. It's just a very atmospheric game that really makes you feel like you're exploring this world and uncovering a lot of the secrets in it, which I definitely appreciate. Alright, the boiler room, we're going to want to save that for later. We can't do that yet. But now, thanks to that solar essence we were able to acquire, we completed another bundle, giving us a small magnet ring. We already have those. Oh, that's not so good. Okay, we'll want to focus on that going forward. Glowstone ring could be good. We're going to need to collect some more solar essence and iron for that. Luckily, we got quite a bit of ore, so we don't need to worry about that too much. So we're taking care of that. So how about we check out the other bundles we need? Definitely not that. Not that. No. 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 That's my fault for checking the pantry. We don't have to do anything there until we start getting our harvests. Oh yeah, it was the crystal fruit we wanted to donate. Still a couple more things we're probably not going to see until much later, sadly. Alright, so I think that is everything we needed to donate. Yeah. Alright, let's head back to the farm and see what we can do with all this stuff we gathered. Definitely want to hold on to some of these for crafting, but I could definitely see about selling a couple of these just to get more money. It's definitely a season where you'll want to start accumulating money, because there's definitely a lot of upgrades we're going to need to buy that will be making our farm just so much more lucrative in terms of what we're able to do with it. Well, we got some coal from that, which is nice. Let's start smelting some iron. Alright, the magnet ring we're not going to be able to do too much of. We can sell one of the solar essence we got. So we also found some gold ore. We don't have enough to smelt that, but that is definitely one of the good resources we want to grab coming up. We also picked up a bomb. It's basically a better version of the cherry bomb that we've been finding earlier. And coffee bean, we'll definitely want to grow that. It's got some jade. I want to get a gun fur. Mixed seeds. We'll store the mixed seed for later. Winter root, we can store that. And this coffee bean. Okay, so mainly the solar essence and the ghost fish we're going to be selling. But that's okay. Man, I'm already starting to feel pretty winded at this point. We're only an hour into this session. Oh boy. It's okay. I still got some fight in me. So now got level 4 combat and can craft a warrior ring. Don't know if we're gonna really need that. It's gonna be clear and sunny all day. Alright, check living off the land. Here's a rundown of the fish you can only find in summer. Dorado, found in forest rivers during the day. Rainbow trout, found in forest rivers and the mountains during the day. Pufferfish, found in the ocean in the early afternoon. And octopus, found in the ocean during the morning. Catch them while you can. So yeah, they're definitely not bluffing. These are things you'll definitely want to grab, as they can only be found in this season. Oh, hey there, Emily. Hi, Hayden. Good morning. You seem to be doing well. The farm looks great. Aw, thanks, Emily. So, you've been here a while, and I'm sure you've acquired some cloth by now, right? Well, did you know that you can use cloth to tailor all kinds of clothes? All you need is access to a sewing machine. And I happen to have one at home. Feel free to swing by and use it anytime. You can now access Emily's sewing machine. To start tailoring, you'll need a piece of cloth and a secondary item. Experiment and see what unique styles are out there. So I believe that cutscene unlocks the first time you acquire a cloth, which you're able to get from some of the garbage items we were able to acquire, thankfully. So yeah, that's very nice of Emily to come by and update us like that. I definitely appreciate it. She's a fun character. Maybe we'll get to see a bit more of her in the future. but she's definitely not on the table when it comes to characters we're going to be romancing. Okay, buddy, you've been using that thing as a scratching post. I don't know how I feel about that. So, it's definitely going to be a while before the hops are fully grown. We will get a good harvest from them once they have fully grown. For the time being, they're just kind of ordinary. Okay, I don't know what is up with this. I remember, like, in the early days of playing this game, when it comes to the things you get in the cave, like, it used to take a couple days for them to spawn mushrooms for you. Meanwhile, I've just been getting mushrooms, like, every single day I've been playing this. So I'm thinking it was something updated in the later versions where they just make mushrooms so much more accessible to you. Hey there, Sesame. Oh man, I have not been checking in with Sesame at all, have I? She's got all these eggs for us. Eh, she looks happy at least. Let's plop that in the mayonnaise machine. Just have those stored for later. Oh yeah, we need a red mushroom for one of the foraging bundles, don't we? Well, one of the bundles going forward. Yeah, we got that jade. We need to give to Gunfer. Still gonna need to wait a day for our axe to be finished. Okay, that tree is in an awkward place. I can't get rid of it right now. But it is the birthday of a certain girl in town. So I want to see if we can find something that'd be a good gift for her. I'm mainly referring to sweet peas. I think she will like the spicy fruits, but just want to make sure that we're going to get something I know she's going to like. I'd like to put Earth Crystal on my shelf. Please deliver it sometime today. We could definitely do that, Evelyn. Alright, we got a pretty simple gift from Evelyn. Then, after we take care of the birthday stuff, we'll probably do some fishing to see if we can catch some things that we need for the bundles going forward. Alright, we got plenty of Earth Crystal. I want to save that tulip for Evelyn, so I'm probably not going to give that as a gift. Yeah, we got a sweet pea here. We can give that as a gift to Jazz. Alright, we'll go check in with Jazz very soon once we make this delivery to Evelyn and to the community center. What is some other stuff we can discuss? So again, I've been taking it easy because it's my day off and it's also the new year. Guess I can talk about some other stuff that's been going on throughout this year that I kind of want to look back on given how everything has been lately. I mean, oh damn, I want to say that things got better from last year, but I don't know, this pandemic has just been so frickin' crazy lately, and just want things to go back to normal, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem like we're going to be able to have any chance of things going back to normal for the time being. Thank you, Evelyn. I don't know, it's definitely been an interesting transition period for me personally, because I've been having a lot of time to just to work on things I like. Got to experience a lot of new and interesting games, and got to revisit games that I've been wanting to finish for quite some time. It's definitely been a lot of good experiences over the course of this year with a lot of the stuff I did. Here you go, Jazz. Enjoy your birthday gift. So how is our rating now? Now you're pretty good. Like the 5th best person compared to like the others we had. Alright, we gotta get that jade to Gunfer. Definitely don't want to forget that. See, I just thinking back about all the games that I've been playing and during the course of this year, like wrapping up our Pokemon Emerald streams, and then we streamed A Hat in Time and Bug Snacks, Metroid Zero Mission, and then we went back and finished up Final Fantasy VII before we were starting this game. It's definitely some interesting stuff, and especially with the stuff I've been playing on my personal time. Like, I was able to do the entirety of the Spyro Reignited trilogy, which I freaking loved, especially because of my past experience with Spyro. I went back and managed to clear the story in Astral Chain, which was a game I definitely grew to like a lot more as I played it. It's definitely a very interesting experience overall. I replayed Kingdom Hearts 1, which was a great time as always. Just really love that series. Even though I haven't played too much of it. Probably for the best. And I got started playing quite a few things like Digimon Cyber Sleuth and especially with the stuff that me and some friends of mine have been really excited for over the last couple of months, like Metroid Dread and Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD and Mario Party Superstars. Just been a very interesting time for us. There's a lot of things. Just want to check here. Okay. Just want to check the prices on these. Gonna save it until after we get our tools ready. Yeah, we got a little bit of time. We could probably make it to the beach and try to get this one thing I'm trying to obtain. Because, yeah, there's still definitely a lot of fish we still need to catch this season. Oh, man, looks like everyone's heading down to the beach right now. Yeah, during the summer, you'll see a lot of villagers coming down to the beach for a lot of different ways. Like, a lot more of the kids and the adults will be coming around here more often. Just a very good time to see, like, a bunch of people just coming down to the beach. Which definitely got me feeling nostalgic, because my family would spend a lot of time at the beach in the summer. I just really loved it a lot. Like, there are times we would rent out a cottage just to stay for like a weekend, and then we get to enjoy the beach in the day, and just, it was so fun. Just really love the beach. I love swimming and snorkeling and all that stuff, which unfortunately haven't had much opportunity to do any of that while with the pandemic. But I don't know, maybe things will be better in 2022. I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, that's something. It's got a tuna. I think that's the first time we're able to catch one of those. And yeah, that's something we need for the community center. So I believe tuna will start appearing in the summer. I think it's something you can't catch in spring. So that's something I highly recommend trying to pick up. Yeah, for now, just want to try to catch as much fish as I can. Especially see if I can get a certain thing to appear. Even though because of the time, we're probably not going to get a chance to see it right now. But yeah, back to some of the games I've been doing lately. As I said, just a whole bunch of games I was getting to play, and also a lot of games are revisited, like Minecraft, as I said, Stardew Valley, as we're playing right now. I definitely want to get back into Terraria at some point. That's another game I just really love. And fun fact, that was actually the first game I ever streamed. I obviously don't have the recordings from those sessions because they were honestly pretty terrible. But, I don't know, some point in the future we might start streaming that game. It'd be fairly interesting because definitely with the structure compared to Stardew Valley, it'd make for an interesting stream series because I won't have to, like, really focus on like trying to get as much done on camera. I can dedicate some time to doing things off camera and making sure that I have things prepared for the things I want to do within each stream session, which will be nice. Yeah, I definitely got plans for some things going forward in 2022. We'll be finishing up the first year of Stardew Valley, and then we'll move on to a couple games I've been really excited to play for a variety of reasons. But yeah, it'll be very fun. There's been a lot of games I've been really excited to replay, especially some that have been very dear to me ever since I was really young. So yeah, I definitely have plans, and it'll be very, very exciting to see them finally come to fruition with time. So what I want to do is I want to head down to the forest here. And I want to see if we can catch anything in the river right now. Because there's a certain fish we can catch in this area. And I'm thinking we might be able to get it. So I don't know if this specific fish is one that requires rain in order to get. All I know is that the game was telling me I could obtain certain fish during this season. But I could probably do some research and make sure that I know at what would be the best days in order to hunt these specific fish. I know I haven't really alluded to it at this point, but there are also some other fish we're able to catch on specific seasons, but we're not going to be focusing on those until a very, very long time. Those are going to be like end game goals for us. We got a pike there. I was kind of thinking that might be the very rare thing we can get in this area, but now the pike is still very good. We can sell that for a lot of good money. Actually, very happy we got that one perk that upgrades the amount of money we're able to get from fish. That's going to make things so much easier for us. Just able to catch a lot of good fish that'll make us lots of money. But yeah, this has been an interesting year for me. Definitely had a lot of growth. Been playing lots of different video games and getting to draw a lot of good art, some of which I am very proud of, and some of which are the most successful pieces of art I have ever drawn, so there's that. And it's also interesting how this year I've been definitely a lot more open with my queerness when a lot of the communities that I'm in. Like, obviously, as you can see from one of the labels that I actually have on the stream sessions that I've actually been putting fairly recently, just to let people know that this is a space that is friendly to those who are LGBTQIA and plus. But yeah, I myself am bisexual. I like men and women, and I just want to be a lot more open about that, especially going forward. It'll be something that I've been really passionate about these last couple of years. Ooh, we got a very good bream there. We can get rid of the green algae to make room for that. Sure. I'm about done with this. So we got a chub and that tuna we need to donate. Okay. So we'll donate those to the community center. But yeah, I definitely have been very thankful for some of the stuff I've been doing over the course of this year, and I definitely want to do a lot better with things in 2022, provided we're all not dead by then. Oh boy, I mean that only partially sarcastically. Because, goddamn. I'm gonna put that guy in there, and this other one's gonna need to wait a while. Well, yeah, the other thing we need is at the... I want to donate a chub to the field research. That's good. So those field research things, one of those we're probably not going to get until much later on. We'll definitely be able to get one of those fairly easily right now. And another thing we're going to have to try to get really deeper into the mine in order to do. Let's put all of our fish in the bin. A lot of good stuff we were able to catch. We're gonna make so much money off this. Yeah, just look. We're gonna make so much money. That makes me so happy. And what also makes me happy is that we are almost ready to get our upgraded axe back. So we're going to be able to do so much with it. And definitely want to focus on getting our pickaxe upgraded fairly soon. There's some other stuff I want to grab before we do that. Okay, it is almost midnight. We should definitely go and get this. Okay, there we go. We're back in bed and ready for the next day. So level 6 fishing. We're able to grab spinners and trap bobbers. So these are an example of a new item we can get that improves our fishing, which is bobbers. There's nothing we can actually do with them for the time being, since we can't actually equip those on our fishing rod at this point. So our fiberglass rod allows us to equip bait, but not bobbers. So maybe going forward, let's check in with our buddy Willie and see what we're able to get. It'll be a beautiful, sunny day. Definitely interested in seeing if we're going to get a couple more periods of rain going forward, because that'd be very nice. Alright, we got our first wheat harvest in. It's very good. Definitely going to want some wheat for one of the bundles that we need in the community center. And we also got some hay from that. We're also going to need a hay for one of these bundles. It's the fodder bundle. Yeah, we need 10 units of hay. Which we could actually get. We just go in here, we can easily get this bundle done. Let's withdraw all the hay we need. We still have plenty of grass on the farm, so we'll easily be able to take care of that. Hey there, Sesame. Don't worry, girl. We may get you a new sister very soon. Let's put that in there. And wanted to put that in the bundle, and let's sell that stuff. And the mayonnaise. Definitely want the mayonnaise to go in with the other stuff. Definitely know how people would feel about mixing wheat and mayonnaise. I know, that does not sound very appetizing to me. And that's coming from someone who is unapologetically a mayonnaise lover. So yeah, after this stream, I'm definitely want to try to take it easy, just kind of relax as I'm still recovering from my vaccine booster. See if we can try to get a bit more progress in Xenoblade 2, which I've been playing a lot lately. Just, man, can't get enough of the game. Just, I'm in a pretty good part of it, too. After, like, a huge plot development that was just like, oh god, this is, like, the best moment of, like, any game I played. Why is it so sad? Why are so many awesome things happening? We're getting access to so many new important features, and been developing a lot of our characters so much now, and yeah, I'm just at a very good point in the game. I just really love it. Sell these mushrooms. If I want to keep some of those chanterelles for later. And yeah, we gotta go pick up our axe. Then yeah, then I guess we could go see about adding a new resident to our farm. So definitely have a lot of money for it. So I guess another thing I could say, especially with this year, is I've been really branching out and trying to find a lot of different content creators I really enjoy. Like, this has definitely been a year where I've been tuning into a lot of different reactionary channels to kind of get their views and opinions on a lot of things. Been tuning into a lot of VTuber streams and a lot of different gaming channels just so I get to see a lot of different people's content and see how they are. You can see here the next main upgrade we're going to obtain are steel tools. Highly recommend picking up the steel axe and the steel pickaxe going forward. The steel watering can and the steel hoe are going to be good. They're just not something I really need at the moment. But the axe and pickaxe upgrades, you'll definitely want to grab. Meanwhile, now that we got this axe upgrade, there's definitely something I want to show with that. If we can just get past Vincent. Sorry, buddy. This has an interesting mechanic about this game. Like, all the characters have their own set schedule. If you find yourself in an opportunity where your path is being blocked by a resident, if you keep pushing against them for a few seconds, then they'll just phase right through you. Which is fairly nice, prevents them from, like, blocking you off from doing anything important. Alright, how about we go check in with Marnie? It's also good because definitely want to give her a gift. We want to improve our relationship with her in order to do the things going forward. You can do it, Sam. You do that kickflip. But yeah, I've definitely tried to interact with a lot more communities and try to to find a bunch of new content creators that I can follow. Also, if you're paying attention to kind of the things that are on screen right now, you can probably see what I'm talking about when I say you want to improve your relation with Marnie. But for now, what I want to do is I'm going to go into the menu here and try to grab a chicken. Specifically, I'm looking for a brown chicken, so just want to go in and out of the menu until the game tells you that you'll be getting a brown chicken. Alright, so for you, let's name you Almond. As I said before, I'm going to go with a plant naming theme for our animals. Great, I'll send little Almond to her new home right away. Alright, it's a fairly inexpensive addition to the farm, as chickens are going to be like the least costly of all the new things you can get, obviously. But now that we're back here on the farm, I want to show off that with our upgraded axe, we are finally able to break these big stumps. Which is good because breaking them gives you a pretty hard to acquire resource, which is hardwood. This is a very good resource used for quite a few different crafting recipes, and it's quite hard to come by. You could find it by breaking a few of the barrels you could see in the mines, but the main way you're able to obtain these is by breaking the stumps that you can see around the farm. And yeah, you'll definitely want to grab as much of this as you can. It's especially good for the bundles going forward. Speaking of which, now that we got a good way to obtain hardwood now, I think it's about time we finish up one of the bundles that we could have done like way sooner. So for one of our bundles, we need... If I go into the right section, in the craft room, we have the construction bundle. We need 2 bundles of 99 wood, 99 stone, and 10 hardwood. So that roughly equals like 190 pieces of wood, I want to say, something around that. So we're going to need a bit more of that. So we almost have all the stone we need. So yeah, we are pretty good on getting this mission complete now. Just gonna need a few more resources. What's nice about this upgrade to our axe is that chopping down regular trees is gonna be so much faster now that we have the upgraded axe. As you can notice, trees now take a shorter amount of time to chop down. And likewise, you won't have to expend as much energy chopping down trees. So it's a very practical way to get the most bang for your buck when it comes to the axe. So definitely want to get this upgraded if you're looking to just easily chop down trees. Going forward, pretty much the only thing you're going to need the upgrades for when it comes to the axe is just to chop down trees faster, which I'm perfectly fine with. It's a good upgrade. Alright, let's see if we can find some stone to break. Definitely have a couple rocks around here we haven't broken open. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of stone here. So I probably didn't say this before, but whenever you start a new season, the game will spawn a bunch more stone and branches all across the farm in order to give you more chances to collect these resources, which I definitely find very good. It's a nice way to incentivize you into grabbing as many of these as you can. Take opportunity to plant a couple more things here. I've got to be careful because doing this expends energy. Okay, that is pretty good. want to be careful there. But, yeah, we got all the wood and stone we need to complete this next bundle. Which is nice, we're really filling in a lot of the community center now. Which I definitely appreciate. This is a part of the game I definitely feel very strongly for when it comes to the community center questline. It's just very nice, incentivizes you to interact with the community and a lot of the different areas around the farm in a lot of unique ways. Some of the tasks require you to do lots of fishing, some require you to grow crops, some require you to harvest a lot of resources. It's all very good. It definitely incentivizes you to do a lot of different stuff. And by doing that, we get a charcoal kiln. It turns wood into coal. Not something I particularly use a lot, but still nice if we ever run into a situation where we need coal desperately. I guess something else I could show, especially because I'm so low on energy. So we got that announcement a few days ago that there was an earthquake in town. So what exactly did that mean? Well, if we head up here, up in the mountain, we can see that this pathway that used to be blocked is no longer here. So we got ourselves a new area. This is the train tracks. Yeah, there is a set of train tracks here up in Stardew Valley. And what's also nice here is we got the bathhouse. It's a pretty interesting area. There's a few things you can examine here, but the main reason we want to go in here is we can go into this room, which has a little hot spring for us, and you just want to chill in the water. So this is a way that you can recover your energy without having to expend resources. You just come up to the bathhouse, relax in the water, and your energy will just slowly refill. It's definitely a good way to recover energy if you've been doing like a lot of farm work and you want to try focusing on fishing or going into the mine before the end of the day. I definitely really appreciate this. So yeah, the bathhouse is very important. You'll definitely want to go here and try to check out as much stuff as you can. So around here, we can examine this. Alex's locker. It's a bunch of pictures of bodybuilders taped inside the door. See, what'd I tell you? All the bachelors and bachelorettes are bisexual. There's also a couple things we can clear out here. There's a lot of stone and branches. I'll definitely try to clear out a bunch of these, just because it took us a lot of resources in order to get that bundle finished in the community center. Right, obviously that's not anything. And you can also find these little wormies up here, so you definitely want to deal with them. I think I said this before, but like the first time I played the game, I thought that the worms sticking out of the ground were twigs. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking sometimes. Yeah, clear up some of the space around here. I don't know if this is an area where you have a good chance of spawning foraging items. I just want to clear out this space so it looks nicer, so that we're not dealing with all this rubble around here. There's also some trees you can cut down if you're really desperate for wood. Look at this. There's a little statue here. It's not much we can do with it for the time being, but we'll probably want to remember that for later. And there's a big boulder here. Seems impossible to budge. So yeah, definitely a lot of secrets around this area. Want to remember those for another time. Maybe someday we'll see a use for them. See, I'm thinking we could do like one more day in this session, because I'm feeling kind of tired right now and I'm starting to run out of things to talk about. So yeah, we'll do one more day. If I want to take out that tree, it's not really helpful to us right now. Put the charcoal kiln there, I guess. Put that grape in there. And no, we don't need to smelt anything. Alright, that went very well. It was a good day overall. Made a nice tidy profit to make up for the money we spent on the chicken. But there is something else that I want to buy. And we definitely have the money for it. It's gonna be clear and sunny all day. Nice. So we got a letter here. Come by the shop and check out the new rods I'm selling. They're the best money can buy. And you can customize them with different kinds of tackle. Hope to see you soon. Willie. Definitely want to remember that. Dear Hayden, I saw an article about you in the local paper. Sounds like the country life is a good fit for you. I'm so proud of you. Take care, sweetie. Love, Mom. What is with Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing where they have these wholesome mom characters who always call to check in on you? Just really appreciate it. So it's going to be a while before little almond starts to produce eggs, but it shouldn't take her too much longer. Ooh, we already got our first harvest of our crops here, and this large egg, which we'll need for the animal bundle. Very nice. Alright, so we got our first harvest here. So what the first harvest you'll get in the summer will be hot peppers. So overall, these are a good crop. They grow very quickly, can be sold for a decent chunk of money. And what's nice about them is that once you get the kitchen, they can be useful for some recipes going forward. Also, in general, hot peppers are one of Shane's favorite items. So if you're looking to romance Shane, they're definitely something good we can give him. Alright, for now, let's put that... We'll put one of the peppers in there. So we can maximize our profits by turning that into something even more useful. These plants are taking a pretty good time to grow, all things considered. Especially with the fertilizer we've been putting in them. And let's get this out of the way, because I've been meaning to clear out this specific stump in order to free up some space on the farm. So I want to make things look nice around here. And to do that, we need to make some pathways. Right, where are you? We didn't really get too far with that now, did we? Oh, got a good harvest of mushrooms here. Probably want to store some of these moral enchanterals, because those will be useful going forward. Probably gonna hold on to one of these hot peppers for... Actually, Can I withdraw that hot pepper? Because I want one of these for a bundle, and then I want to keep the other one as a gift. Because definitely someone in town could definitely use something to cheer him up. I know I need cheering up after the way things have been lately. Oh, we got a new mission here, which is nice. Feeling gloomy. Radish might cheer me up. I don't know if our radish plants are going to be mature by then, but we'll see, Sebastian. We'll see. Alright, why don't we see if we can catch one of our residents. I'm actually starting to think he might be somewhere else right now, but we'll see. Hey, Jazz. Oh, no, he's here. A nice chance to give a gift to Marnie, and we'll give a hot pepper to Shane. Oh, wow, Hayden, how'd you know this is my favorite? Yep, as I said before, Shane really likes hot peppers. You can tell because he gave us a recipe for something that involves hot peppers. You can see here, this is one of his favorite items. Alright, we got that taken care of, so let's donate the rest of these to the community center. Actually, given the current time, let's head down to the beach and see if we can catch that one fish I've been trying to catch, like, this entire stream session. Again, it's a type of fish that we don't often get to see, so I definitely want to try to make it appear now. Oh, hey, Alex. Alright, it's definitely not this one. This one is way too lethargic. Ooh. It's got some bubbles there. That's good. If we can get her bobber into those bubbles, I think we have a higher chance of getting fish. And I don't think I've actually ever had it confirmed whether that makes it good. We got a tilapia there. That is another fish we need for the bundle, so I'm very happy that I got that. Ooh, that is something. Okay, as you can see there, that fish moved really frickin' quickly. I actually don't think that was the one fish I was looking for. It might have been another, but yeah. Want to be on the lookout, because some of the fish we can catch by this point are a real pain in the dick. Let's try to get this treasure here. So it might be something good, you never know. That is a geode. Okay, I guess we could break that later. Aw, the bubbles are gone. No more bubbles. Careful, careful. I just love when the fish stay at the bottom and just don't move at all. That's great. Okay, this looks like a very fierce one. This might be the one I was alluding to. We can just be careful with you. Probably going to ignore that treasure. Yep. There we go. This is one of the fish that can be caught in this season only. Pufferfish. You can only catch them within a certain time frame in the day. And they can be kind of tricky to get because they move around a lot. But if you can catch them, they're very good. We need them for the bundle. But they can also make a good gift for one resident in town. Now, obviously, a lot of the residents don't like fish, except for a few exceptions. In this case, Abigail really likes pufferfish. So if you're looking to romance her, you can give those as a gift to her. Kind of interesting gift, all things considered, but, you know. Before we head back to the community center, I'm going to see if I can get another pufferfish, just to see if I can get one as a gift. Oh, that looks pufferfishy. It's jumping all over the place. Damn it. Yeah, it's just sometimes with a fish just moving around all over the place, it can just be very tricky to try and catch them. But, you know, you just have to keep at it. Energy's getting pretty low. We do have some seaweed we can snack on, thankfully. Alright, that's definitely not a puffer. That one's way too lethargic. That's like the best flounder we caught yet, it seems. Oh, that's pufferfishy. Pufferfishy. Bam. That is good. Alright, now that we got 2 of those, how about we check in with our pal Willie? Ahoy! Come in, make yourself at home. Aye, that's good stuff there. The fish go crazy for it. Just, make sure to wash your hands good after dipping them in those juices. The aroma's been known to linger for up to 7 weeks, lad. Yee! So, you've been catching a lot of fish? Yes, I have, actually. Aha! Man after me own heart! Sorry, Willie, you're not dateable. You can always trust a fisherman. That's what me old pappy used to say, at least. Ha ha! Well, keep it going. If you can catch every fish in these waters, I got a special prize waiting for you. Everything okay? Aye, well, business has been tough lately. It all started about the same time that old community center fell to ruin. Me fish just don't sow like they used to. I've been working double time just to make ends meet. No time for me own projects, but if things pick back up around here, I might have the time to show you something. Heh, yep, she's back there. An old friend that's seen better days. Someday, lad, you'll see what I mean. I guess Willie's not here right now. There's little pink shrimps moving around in there. That's a bin full of writhing, wriggling worms. Smells something awful. So yeah, what Willie is hinting there is something we'll be able to do much later on in the game. It's actually something that came out in one of the more recent updates, and it's definitely something good. So I got to experience quite a bit of it the last time I played this game, and oh boy, that's going to be interesting to go over. Also want to point out that sometimes here we can find Alex at the ice cream shop, just selling ice cream. It's pretty nice, all things considered. Just hanging out there, handing out some ice cream. That is a good gift you can give to people. So I'm pretty sure most cooking recipes are a liked item with everyone, barring like 2 exceptions. probably take these items over to our pantry. Let's want to do summer crop. Put the hot pepper in there. Then want to go to animal bundle and put the large egg. Alright, let's head down to the fish tank. And put in one of those pufferfish. There's nothing else we need to donate. Okay. So probably not going to see another fish we need to donate there until we get some rain this season. Because some of the other fish are going to require rain for us to get. Yep. Just kind of how it is. And I just realized earlier something I could have done today, which, yeah, we could have done. Also, something to note about the bathhouse I didn't say. So you note that there was a men's room and a women's room door when you come in here. Yeah, you can't enter the other room depending on what gender you have your character set as. So, since I chose the male protagonist, I can only enter the men's room. It's nice and relaxing. I always do enjoy, like, a nice hot bath. Though these days I tend to shower when I am cleaning myself. I don't really take baths all too much. It's still very nice. Alright, we caught a lot of good fish, so I'm thinking for the rest of this day, what I'm gonna do is try to chop down a few more trees, because we're going to need at least 300 pieces of wood for something going forward. So yeah, we'll clear out a bunch of trees, gather all the wood we need. It's gonna be fairly important for what we're gonna be doing in the near future. Man, I know I said I was gonna move one of the farm buildings, I just, like, never did it. What's wrong with me? Alright, this geo can go in the chest. We didn't really break any geodes at all this session. Kinda sad, really. And I'm just really glad that the connection this stream has been really good compared to, like, some of the other ones we've had. Really appreciate that about this current session. But yeah, we'll chop down a few more trees, and that will be how we are ending this session. Definitely free up some more space on the farm going forward. See, I know I'm being silent right now. I literally have nothing else to discuss at this point. Like, I talked about a lot of things that have gone on in this year. I talked about some of the stuff that I'm planning to do next year. It's kind of the stuff that I've been doing in the interim, and yeah, pretty much gone over, like, everything I really wanted to talk about. It's quite an interesting way to end this year, all things considered. Definitely making some very good progress in this stream series, and considering that tomorrow is going to be New Year's Day, probably going to be spending that day also in a stream session. So yeah, we'll actually get to see free streams during the course of this week, which is very nice. I definitely am looking forward to it, especially if things are as stable as they were in this session. There we go. And I'll put this newspaper in the recycler, because I have a good feeling that could give us a nice reward for us. And we have this rusty spur we can get to gun fur, and CD. Yep, that was a very productive session. Man, we got so much done. Woo! Level 5 foraging! So this has some interesting rewards for us. We can either select Forester, which will make trees drop 25% more wood when we chop them down. Or we could do Gatherer, chance for double harvest of forage items. I'm going for Gatherer. I easily feel like that is the most lucrative of the two options. And with how things are in this game, yeah, I could definitely do that, because gathering a lot of forage items will be very good. Very, very good indeed. It's a very productive day. We made a lot of good money. So yeah, that is going to call it for this session. I managed to get so much done. I'm just very happy with the amount of progress we have made. So yeah, next time on Stardew Valley, we will be trying to accomplish a couple more of our goals in the summer, see about expanding our farm to getting a couple more animal companions, and see how else we can interact with our community. Until next time, have a great day and take care.